Hi guys, it's me, Kaya. I'm here. This video is a little bit more yappy, but I think people like yap videos. I feel like they're just, there to be there, and it's really intimate between you and me. And I like that. But today we're gonna do some advice because your girl, oh wait, that was nasty. Let me redo that. Your girl. Oh, I'm just gonna leave the your girl out of it because I feel like we don't even need to use that. Who even uses that anymore? Not me. I'm finally an upperclassman. I feel like it was just yesterday. I was in 7th grade, failing. I'm joking. I never failed. But maybe a couple tests. But it's not the point. I'm a junior this year, and I have 2 more years of high school that I have to endure and go through and escape. But that's why I'm here, because I want to give the freshmen and sophomores some advice. I feel like I wish I heard before I went in. And this is also something that I probably have heard, and a lot of other people in the same situation as me have heard. But it's something that you actually have to remind yourself every single day. And if you can't do it every single day, every week, every month, basically you need to remind yourself every single quarter of all 7 of these things. Because it's so easy to forget, and it's super easy to fall behind, and you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. So we're going to start off with number 1. Pay attention in class. And I don't mean to sound like your mom or your dad or your guardian or your older siblings or even just a naggy grandparent, but you actually need to pay attention in class. I'm no exaggeration on it. It's what's gonna get you the general knowledge that you need, stuff that you would probably end up in conversations about at some point in time that you would never think that you would need the knowledge for, and you just start spitting straight facts. I feel like paying attention in class, you definitely have to remind yourself all the time, because I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I have fallen asleep in classes before. No lie to you, I've fallen asleep in a class at least 5 times, same class, and keep your grades up. That goes with that. You want to pay attention and keep your grades up, because high school is not the end of your journey. I don't know if I need to repeat that, but you don't just go to high school and then you're done with your life. There's so much more after high school that you have to focus on. Keeping your grades up is the one thing that you need to do. Just please pay attention in class and keep your grades up. I speak from experience. I have let those grades drop before. Number 2 is get close to your teachers and your counselors. I mean, they're the best assets that you have, your best connections, and they're what's really gonna help you in the long run of being in high school and then after high school. They're your letters of recommendation, and they can give you real world advice about what you want to do. So they're not just there for show. I promise you. I'm still working on getting connections myself, and it's just something that you have to constantly work on. You have to be consistent. You have to be responsible, and you can't, there can't be any leeway for you to say something to your counselor for 1 month at a time. That's just not how it works. You have to keep, regular conversations going, Number 3, it's really 3 of 3. It's 3 for 3, straight up. You have to work hard to keep your friends. Not everyone is your friend. And don't be afraid to make friends. Oh my gosh, that is my big 3 for 3. I'm so serious. When you're going throughout high school, you have no idea what your classes are gonna look like every year. I remember, one of my best friends, I haven't had a class with her since middle school. Like, it's a real thing. This stuff actually does happen. And it's really hard for a lot of people to try to switch around their classes to align with their friends, because what if some of those classes you don't even want? What if some of those classes, they don't align up perfectly, you know? You're never actually gonna have that. So you have to work hard to keep communication with your friends, and you have to check up on them, you know, stuff like that, because it's sad, but you're not gonna be able to be with your friends 24/7. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I wish it wasn't like that, but speaking from real experience, I've lost contact with a lot of people. I could name people right now, but I'm not doing that. But they know who they are if they watch me, I promise. But you just really have to work hard to keep a connection. Your friends are your rocks, and you have to keep them close to you. Not everyone is your friend. Heavy on that, like, heavy on that. I feel like I'm the best one to talk about this. But I also am probably the last person to be talking about this. Not everyone is your friend. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Do not force a friendship on someone who does not want to be friends with you. And if you see the signs, don't ignore them. And if their mood switches, like they want to be friends with you 1 second, then they don't another second, that's not your friend. I'm sorry. It's just not. And that's just that. And then don't be afraid to make friends. Oh my gosh, I could tell you a lot about this. You know, as someone who is really good one-on-one, but I'm horrible with crowds, it's like it's weird, because usually it's the other way around with a lot of people. They can do good in crowds, but one-on-one it's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So it's really hard, because when you're in a big setting, for me, you don't know what's going on and stuff like that. You can't really tell a character by what you see in front of everybody. So I think what you really want to do is observe who they are, you know, beforehand. Don't stalk them. Don't stalk them. Please don't stalk them. But get to know them, make jokes, be funny, be yourself. Do not try to be someone else for, recognition. Don't do that, because then they're gonna be looking at you weird when you start acting like yourself, and then it's just gonna be weird for everybody. So just be yourself, be friends with the people who accept you for who you are, and I think that's all I can really say about that. Number 4. Oh my gosh. If anything you guys listen to, I hope number 4 is the one number that you do listen to. Do not judge anyone. You're not even in law school. Okay? Like, simple as that. You are not the judge of the school. You are not what's popping in the school. You're not any of that. Don't do that, please. You can have your opinion, but you cannot judge them. No gossiping about people. It's not cool. I promise it's not. And I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. Again, I have done these things, which is why I'm giving you advice. Don't do them. Because judging someone, it does not make you feel any better about, yourself. Because people who judge themselves. Okay? And that is just a fact. Okay? Number 5, always be willing to help other people. No matter what your situation is, if you see someone struggling, please do not be afraid to lend a helping hand, because you have no idea what that person is going through. And I see it all the time in school, where people are afraid to help someone because they don't know if they'll lash out at them, or anything like that, don't be afraid, because you have no idea what people are going through, and you lending them a helping hand could potentially save them from doing something even worse. Number 6, study, study, and study. If you don't know how to study, there are YouTube videos teaching you how to study. There are TikToks teaching you how to study. My favorite, Pinterest. Pinterest can teach you how to study. There are apps dedicated to studying. Studying, people think it's like a myth, like it doesn't exist. I have seen a difference between when I don't study and when I do study. I like my odds better when I study, because that's when you do amazing job. Remember one time I didn't study for this test in my history class. Bro, that grade, it looked like a D, like I'm not gonna lie. And then another time, I think I studied a straight whole week for this test, right? Finished it in a reasonable time. You know, I got within like the 90s and 100, like, you know, like I was in between the mix. I got an A. And that was just from studying. I didn't hurt my head a day before trying to find out what the answers are for it, because I already knew the answers because I was studying. I promise you, studying is not a myth, and it is very real. Is it hard to do? Yeah. Not while you're doing it, but it's hard to get into it? Yeah, but it's not hard doing it. Studying is just something that you have to do on like the daily, like it's a reminder thing. Like you wake up and you brush your teeth, you need to study. You wake up and you yawn, you need to study. You drink water, you study. I promise. You breathe air, you study. And that's just how you gotta go about it. And then I think my last one is pick a passion, find a hobby. You know, you can't go throughout your whole entire high school life just doing nothing but the classes, because that's not enjoying high school. Fall season, go to the football games, go to homecoming. I can't say that because I didn't go to my freshman year or my sophomore year homecoming, but I'll go this year, I promise. You know, do a sport. You know, there's field hockey, volleyball, football, golf. That exists. You've got cheer. I'm sure I'm probably missing something, but you've got that for fall. You could definitely do something. Join clubs. Please join clubs. Join the track team. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy we're talking about this. Join a club, join a sport, do something with your life. Volunteer for all I care, because that'll just look good on some college applications. What can I say? Just be a high schooler, you know? You don't have to not do anything. There are clubs for anything. If you like studying, find a club for studying. If you like volunteering, there's Key Club, UNICEF. There's a lot of clubs that you can join. One of my favorite clubs that I'm a part of is DECA. DECA is one of the most competitive clubs out there, and I feel like they show you some really key values when it comes to the workplace. And if you're interested in that type of stuff, do it, because you can put that stuff on any sort of application. Like, it's crazy how much stuff you do in high school can impact how your college applications look. You know, just do something, go out there, be yourself, and, you know, have fun while doing it, but also be responsible. And that's basically like all I have today. I hope you guys actually listen. It's not clocking to you, is it? You have to let it clock, please. I just feel like this is just some stuff that I wish I heard, you know? And this is also stuff that I have to remind myself every single day. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because, I mean, this was super fun to make. It wasn't all over the place. I feel like this is really intimate, like I said, and it's just you and me. So, yeah, thanks, guys. Bye.